All right, and welcome to Rise and Shine, Creating 2020 Vision. Today is day 18 of our series and day 8 of having the mindset conversation. And today I have with me Alexandria Barker. Welcome, Alexandria.
Oh, hi, Kim. Thank you for having me on your fabulous show. I'm very excited.
I'm excited to have you here because we have a lot in common. We were just catching up and sharing, different ideas and things that we have going on. And we're going to get to some of that in a moment. But I want to say a quick hello to all of our live and replay viewers with us. We love having you here. So let us know in the comments where you're joining us from. Let us know what questions you have as we go. And let us know what takeaways what ahas are coming up for you. And just a quick hello to Nori and Helene that is with us today. So awesome to see you all here. And so let me go ahead and introduce to you who Alexandria Barker is. Alexandria Barker is a law of attraction life coach, author, and speaker, and Akashic Records consultant. She does a soul realignment process that reveals who you are at the soul level and what you intended to do this lifetime, which enables you to make appropriate choices for your life. And you can find out more and connect with her over at alexandriabarker.com. Alexandria, how are you doing today?
I'm fabulous, Kim. That's pretty much my answer any day that you ask me. I'm always, that's my go-to feeling, and that's what I want to share with our guests today, to share how they can feel fabulous every day as well. It's so much easier than they may think.
Well, I love that we both have a shared foundation of a certification as a law of attraction coach, but also I love how you take things deeper into the Akashic Records and the soul realignment process.
Yeah.
Will you share with everyone just a little bit more about who you are and what you do?
Okay, well, if you wanted me to focus in on the Akashic Records, and just for any readers who are maybe not sure what that is, you can think of it as a spiritual internet. So it holds the records, though, of every lifetime you've ever lived, and every thought you've ever thought is still existing there. So with my client's permission, I can access their records, and I can see what past life choices are holding them back in this life. We can clear their karma, which is so powerful. It's probably the most amazing, it's the most transformational process I've ever encountered. And I've been, sleeping, breathing, living this work for over 20 years now. And it's just phenomenal. So then when we see what the limitations are, we can erase those limiting beliefs and clear their karma and help them instill new positive beliefs that are specific to them and to what they want to do. So it's really a fabulous process. And there's lots more about it on my website, but yeah.
That's excellent because today we're talking about mindset again. And I love because that's a tool that can definitely help people go deeper into understanding what's impacting their mindset. So let's get into talking about mindset a little bit more. And just in general terms, first to start off with, what comes up for you when you think about how a person's mindset really supports them in moving towards the vision that they are working to manifest?
Well, it can go either way because we're creating our reality with our every thought and emotion. So if they tend to be a negative person, or if they just start the day and they jump right into checking their emails, checking Facebook, and they just let their vibration be kind of guided by what they're responding to, it could well be taking them further away from their goals. But your mindset is completely under your control because you are the thinker of the thoughts. You know this, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
So if you set the vibrational tone early in the day, which is what I really want to share this whole process, but just for a quick snapshot through gratitude, through affirmations and visualizations and meditation, and taking even like a half hour for yourself, you are going to transform your life because you are now in that vibrational set point that you want to be in, and you've already predetermined you're going to have a fabulous successful day. So then, like speaking quantum physically, all those aspects are going to fall into place because you're now vibrationally attracting the things that you want to attract. So you're just going to be attracting wonderful things that are going to propel you towards your goal rather than holding you back from it.
Now, here's where I want to bring the Akashic Records back into it. So let's say a person is doing those things. They're taking time to align their energy at the beginning of their day, connect with gratitude and set their intentions and all of that. and yet maybe they have limiting beliefs that they don't realize are impacting them that go back to something that could be discovered in the Akashic Records.
Yeah.
Can you
And I
speak
find
speak
that
to
a
that?
lot. Most of my clients do come to me because of that. So what's happening in that case is they're having automatic negative thoughts. So I call those ants, and I'm the big can of Raid. I'm going to get rid of all those ants for them. So the truth is we could have made vows and agreements in past lives, and most people have. You may have, say if you're a woman and this lifetime you're trying to get pregnant. Well, if you were a nun in a past lifetime who took a vow of chastity, that vow could very well be standing in the way and making it much more difficult for you to get and stay pregnant and have a successful pregnancy. But when I clear that up, and I've had this happen with people, I've cleared that up and they've gone on to actually have children. And I've also done it with people regarding businesses. I've had people who are like, I have this powerful message, but I'm afraid to speak. And I do their Akashic records, and it turns out that they have taken like a vow of silence, which is now inhibiting them because they're just like, I don't know why I can't, but I just feel like I can't. So we clear that. And it's amazing because in this lifetime, you would just think that that's who you are, but it's not. It's a limiting belief that you've carried from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, and they can't be changed in between lives. You can't, like, when you're waiting for the next lifetime to start, you can't clean it up then. You have to do it in the present life. And I believe that's why this modality has come forth. There's actually only 6,000 people in the world who are doing it. So I'm very honored to be actually an advanced Akashic Records reader at Soul Realignment. So not just the Akashic Records. I was already a master Akashic Records reader before I learned this process. It happens in the Akashic Records. So
Wow.
it's unique unto itself, but it's truly phenomenal and just life changing. And I can't even begin to tell you, my life included, you know.
Well, now, okay, so now knowing that I want this, I want to be able to accomplish this one thing, but for some reason I feel like I can't, aside from a person being able to see that happening within their life, are there other signs that that a person could start to go, yeah, I'm experiencing this and I'm experiencing that, which might mean that there's something, that could be explored or uncovered in the Akashic Records to help me move forward? Like, are there other, I guess I'm trying to tap into, are there other warning signs or other little tip-offs that a person could go, you know what, there's something else going on here. I got to figure out what it is.
Absolutely. And it could be chronic health issues. It could be fibromyalgia. It could be just a sort of mentally you're never able to achieve that level of happiness, yet you feel like it should be possible. And maybe you're hung up on not knowing what your true purpose is, because that's something else that we can delve into and discover. This is what you're actually intended to do in this lifetime. And this is, these are the sort of superpowers that you came embodied with. But oftentimes people will just maybe be neglectful of that, or they think it's too easy, so they think that can't be their big purpose. For example, as an author, and you'd wanted me to share a couple of
Yes.
mine, just to share, this was my first book,
Okay, hold
and
it up there for a second. There we go.
Releasing
Relief beyond belief.
Exploring the World of Natural Healing.
Okay.
And this was the second one. So this one
Oh,
basically goes through, shares with you all kinds of things about how to, how we are responsible for our own health. I look at 30 different natural healing therapies, and I teach about meditation, visualization, how to view auras, and all kinds of different therapies. There we go.
okay.
And this one takes it one step further, wishful thanking, and I show people how to work with their chakras in this one. And I actually channel the chakra rainbow angels, so they're actually featured in this as well. So it's a beautiful book in a journal form that's like having a life coach right at the tip of your fingertips. So why I brought that up is, for me, writing has always come easy. So I didn't think of it as being a particular gift, because I can just, it's no problem for me to write. And, I always excelled in English. I was a journalist for many years. I was a reporter for like 20 years. And I just thought it was so easy that I didn't give it proper weight, I suppose. I didn't really think, well, this is a gift that I should then be pursuing. I was still doing like, oh, I'm interested in yoga, so maybe I'm meant to be, this big yoga teacher, or maybe I'm meant to do this, maybe I'm meant to, do some of these other things and interests that I have. But when I did my own Akashic records, it turns out that that is the center. Like I did come to share, to communicate about our divine power. That is my mission. And
Nice.
so that's what I've been doing without knowing that. But now that I know that, it's full steam ahead.
So, okay, I want to get into other pieces of this, and we're already like moving towards the end of our show, I guess. No, that's right. We started a little late. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah,
We've
we
got plenty
did.
of time.
Okay,
Okay,
time is elastic. We have all the time we need.
we do. We have all the time we need, right? There's a little mindset tweak right there.
Right there.
Okay, so I want to ask you now. Once someone and I've had experiences with the Akashic Records. I've had a couple sessions myself, and I've always enjoyed them. Let me ask you. So once a person does delve into their Akashic Records to be able to shift whatever was holding them back, weighing them down, how much easier does it then become for them to shift their mindset and realign their mindset in the present moment?
So much easier because I've actually taken it a step further, even with my beyond my training. So what I do, I take them through the process, and I share with them the past life where they created this, because nothing is ever done to us. There are agreements that we made, but these agreements can allow these negative mindsets to attach themselves to us and other things as well that we don't really have time to get into. So I show what happened then, how it's affecting you now, but that's not the end of it. I don't just say, okay, bye, see ya. What I do is there's a 21-day clearing. There's just something magical about the number 21. I mean, it's 7 times 3. It's like, it's very powerful. And they've done some studies that show that if you're trying to establish a new habit, you need to do it for 21 days, and then
Yeah.
it's so much easier. So what I do, they have a reading of clearing. So I clear their karma at the Akashic level, but they need to bring it down through their right into their, they need to embody it. So they need to read this short passage that is unique to them for 21 days. And then they can check in with me. They can just text me, hey, I did it. And I send them back like, oh, woohoo, you're on your way, kind of thing. Uh, and then I include in the package that I offer, it includes the coaching. So there's 2 hours of coaching broken up into a half hour each week. So then we can address what's coming up for you now. How are you doing with this? What's shifted for you? And I also give them additional resources through a series of emails that they would be receiving for the following month as well. So
Okay.
I'm really making sure that they not only get the tools, but they really embody it. Because I know
Nice.
for myself, in order to make transformation, you need that support. I mean, let's face it, if you could make these changes on your own, you would already have done it, right?
Right.
You need
Exactly.
someone in your corner, you need someone to be, you know, the wind beneath your wings, it's
I love
cliche, but
that.
true.
So you're helping them to maintain a support system
Yes,
through follow up
absolutely.
after.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
that process is just the beginning. We can then delve into relationship issues and other things we're actually also working within the Akashic records. So it's really phenomenal.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, and I want to just touch base with our live audience today. Hello to John, who's also with us, and we have Betty, who is also with us, and you're all saying hello to each other. So good to see you all here, and hello to Suli as well, and Kara. Oh my gosh, so many awesome people here. So.
Well, nice. Hello, everyone.
I know. It's so good to see you all here. So, when I asked Alexandria, what's an empowering quote you can share with us? She shared with us a quote that is actually channeled from Chakra Angels and is in her latest book. And the quote is, "Thoughts are things and wishes have wings. The happier your thought, the more happiness it brings." And I love that quote, Alexandria. Which,
I love
which,
that too. So
wait,
that's
will you
from
hold up
now
the
that
book?
this is the wishful thanking. I've since
Okay.
created another one which is geared toward children, and that's where that quote comes from, where the angels were channeling for that as well. And I've given them all away. That's the problem when you have it, like, 'cause it's a colorable book, and I give them away every time I meet a sweet little child. It's like, here, so
Oh,
I
I
need
love
more
that.
printed up. But so that came from the chakra rainbow angels.
Okay.
So they have everybody has their team of chakra angels, and they have come to help you personify your chakras more. So you're not just thinking about some nebulous field of colored energy, but you can actually picture, and they can be whatever, because they're energy. They can look like whatever, like they say in the book, it could be like a ninja or somebody you met in the library, or, like whatever. It can be a fairy, an angel. Mine presented as angels, and they show and they share like the different crystals for each that resonates with each chakra, the aromatherapy, the yoga poses, the foods that resonate, and the sort of superpower that comes with each chakra. So it's
Wow.
basically the wishful thanking, but geared toward children, and it's entitled "Wishes Have Wings."
I love it. Okay, well, and when I asked Alexandria, what is your vision for 2020? She said, my vision is to empower as many people as possible with the truth that they are creating their own reality on every level and thus have the ability to create their lives as they please. And Alexandria, is that still the current vision or has anything shifted since you shared that with me?
Totally. That's sort of an overarching vision for my life and my career. But I did want to share that I'm currently offering a 6-part video training series teaching people about the law of attraction, and that's available on my website. And when they sign up for that, they're going to then get continuing emails periodically, but they will be the first ones to know I do have a brand new venture coming out. I'm so excited, and it's going to be on my website, but it's a place where everything is all pulled together so they can just go and have whatever their meditations, their visualizations, their yoga poses. Everything is going to be right there, and so that'll be coming within the month of October. So it's coming soon. I don't want to say too much more because it's kind of still top secret, but yeah, I welcome everyone to come and get your free gift, and then you will be the first ones up, and there'll be some special bonuses as well for people you know, who are among my first customers. And
I think that sounds very exciting. And Alexandria, before we went live, she shared with me that the info and link for that. And guess what, Alexandria? I actually am not able to like copy and paste it. So if you want to,
okay,
yeah, if you want to post it into the public chat, if you're able
sure,
to do that now, or we can do it afterwards, either
sure,
way.
sure. Hang on, I'll do it right now. Wait.
And let me just take a quick look and see. Yeah, Kara is saying the Akashic Records are so fascinating. I agree. I think that sounds like an amazing.
Oh, completely fascinating. You know what's amazing about it too is that so many people, is when I'm telling them about their past life, they'll say, "That's what I'm living right now." And it's almost, it still blows me away, and I've been doing this for many years now, and it's because, yeah, you're going to still live a very similar kind of life until you go in and make those changes. It's just because they're going to, create the thoughts that are going to create that life for you. So
Well, so Alexandra, one thing I meant to ask you before we went live, but I'll just ask you now, is as a law of attraction.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to copy this. I'm going to have to,
Okay,
it's
that's
not worked.
that's okay. So
Uh-oh. Now I don't hear you. Ah, I don't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
I accidentally hit the mute button. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
phew. I thought it was something on my end. I'm scrambling. I didn't
Okay.
hear what you just said. Sorry.
So I was just simply saying, so when we're done, be sure to go ahead and paste that into the chat so everyone has that then.
Yes.
And then okay, as a law of attraction person, are you also a fan of Abraham Hicks?
Oh, yes. Abraham was uh, one of my key teachers with the law of attraction.
Okay,
And
so
yeah, I've been blessed to be able to see Esther in person on 2 occasions, and just, yeah, amazing, amazing.
okay, so here is my question because I am someone who I do believe in past lives, and I do, the power of the Akashic Records and all of that. And I know I've heard Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, mention that we don't bring anything over from past lives into the.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I just feel like, well, I feel like with Abraham and with everybody, I feel like you take what fits. For me, the
Yeah.
experiences that I have had have taught me differently.
Yes.
And I don't think, if it had only been one person who said, "Oh, that's exactly what I'm living now," then maybe I could discard that. But it's happened so many times that the past lives are mirroring the current life. I can't dispute it, and nobody can tell me different anymore. It's like, and even myself, checked out mine, and just to share with your readers, my own Akashic Records Soul Realignment freed me from a 31-year abusive marriage, emotionally abusive marriage that I was very locked into, and a lot of that had to do with past lives and karma and all kinds of other things. But I was able to free myself of it, and it was something that I hadn't been able to do prior to this training, and that I mean, you got to agree that's a pretty amazing
Yeah,
combination right there.
that is
You're
very
on my own
powerful.
best example.
Thank you for speaking to that. I was like, I wonder what her thoughts are on this.
Yeah,
So
I just think it's like with anyone, you need to use your due diligence and just say, you know what, I really like this teacher, but that doesn't resonate with me. So you take the good and you discard what doesn't fit. What you,
I,
yeah,
I agree. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And
exactly. We're all
so
unique.
we are all unique. So let's see here. We're doing good on time. I would like, not right this second, but in a little bit, I'd like to actually pull an Abraham Hicks well-being card and with your assistance.
Oh,
And
sure.
before we do that, though, I want to just share a few images on screen and see what added thoughts or conversation wants to come through. So when I was looking at Alexandria's beautiful quote and her vision, here are some images that I found. Do you see that on the screen,
A
Alexandria?
little person with a little flower growing out of their head. That's cute.
What comes up for you when you look at this?
Well, I see yellow being a very sunshiny, bright color, which is also solar chakra. And that's your power chakra. It's located just where your ribs meet, but it's how you present yourself to the world. So this person has big eyes, a happy expression, like a contented expression. They kind of look like a flower child to me, and just like they're and I feel like this flower is coming out of their crown chakra, so it's growing and it's reaching up for the sun. And so it's just like, yeah, I mean that's how we grow is through clearing our chakras and just connecting with source. And I feel like that's happening in this image.
Awesome. And I see someone who's taking time to be open and clear their mind or limiting beliefs that new growth is possible. That's also what I see
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have one more here I want to share. And of course, for our audience as well, let us know what comes up for you when you look at these. Do these support you in any way in how you think of mindset? And so here's another image.
Huh. This to me, right off the bat, I'm thinking outside the box. I don't know what this is up here, but it's like you can see that the lines are less defined there.
It's like
It
it
reminds me of, I just did a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation this morning where he's thinking about the space that you're in and the your people aren't familiar with that particular Dr. Joe Dispenza is amazing. I would definitely Google him. But yeah, it shows like, and again, it's coming from like maybe the pineal gland in there, and it's kind of coming out, and it's like, exploring outside the box.
yeah.
Don't be trapped by these like, social dogmas or anything else. Like we're all here to experience everything we possibly can, and we're so blessed to be here at a time when so many are waking up to that,
Yeah.
and we really can change the world. We all
I
just think outside the box a little bit.
I love that. That was not an initial thought I had when I saw this, but I love that you see that because I completely agree. And the other thing that comes up for me is seeing the rainbow of colors in it, which reminds me and takes us right back to the chakra alignment.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Well, chakras are, it's so important for people to take the time to get comfortable. And with this program, with the wishful thinking, I take them through and they will explore each chakra 1 week at a time, and then they can drop it down to 1 day at a time. They'll know how to tell when that chakra is out of alignment, how to bring it back into alignment, and they'll realize just how important, how vitally important these are, because it's how we assimilate the energy we're bringing in from the universe, and they're each responsible for physical body parts, for psychological aspects of our being. They really are part of who we are. That we It's so easy to get to know when you just have somebody be your tour guide, which is what I do in this program. And it's so easy you can teach it to children, which is why I created the Wishes Have Wings colorable version for children.
I love that. Okay, so now I would love if you'd help me pull an Abraham Hicks well-being
Sure,
card.
I have that deck too.
Do you?
I
Okay.
do.
Awesome. So I'm going to just do a light shuffling and then so let me actually just do the light shuffling first. And then in a moment, when you feel ready, go ahead and say yes. And I'll pull the card that's on top. So give me a second here. Just do some light shuffling first.
Oh, you hit the button again. You hit the mic again.
I
There
don't
we
know
go.
what's going on with that today. Okay. Okay.
Are you ready?
So
I'll just
I'm
say
ready.
like, okay, now. Pick a card now.
Yeah. So when you're ready, go ahead and say now.
Okay, now.
Oh,
Oh, there was a jumping card. That must be the
yeah.
one.
So I think we have two. So
Oh,
the jumping one is, I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here for fun.
I love that. And
And
like Abraham says, the more fun we have, the better our life is anyway. So yeah, that's a pretty
that
good
is
right there.
has definitely been showing up lately for sure. The back of it says, you are not here to fix anything because nothing is broken, but everything is continually changing and expanding. Release your struggle and seek joy and fun. And in doing so, you will align with the fantastic expanding rhythm of this universe. What are your thoughts on that related to
I
mindset?
I I love it. I love it. I totally agree. I think play is underrated, work is overrated, and I think we just need to have more fun. Like and you'll notice, and probably your viewers will also notice this. If you take a vacation, doesn't it seem like everything kind of falls into place, and that usually lingers a while later too, because you're having fun, you're not worried, you're not focusing, because what we focus on we're creating more of. So many people will worry because they think they have to, and they think maybe by worrying they're preventing something from happening. But by focusing your attention on something, you're making it bigger and you're really calling it to you. So that's why and even to just be happy, I think that would be just a good go-to. Like that's what you're shooting for, is happiness. Because
I yeah, I completely agree. And I want to acknowledge something, because for anybody else who's thinking, well, wait a second, I don't know if this has come up for you already, Alexandria. For anyone who's thinking, well, wait a second, this discounts what we were talking about earlier, right? About going into the Akashic Records and healing or releasing something from the past. Here's what I have to say about that is, when you have momentum going in a certain direction and you don't know why you're feeling stuck or you're feeling like things are not moving,
right.
bringing someone in to help facilitate more ease and dismantling some of that through whatever modality, right? Akashic Records is an amazing tool, and there are many others, but
Yeah.
having someone else come in to help out with that and shift the energy around that can help get it back to that place where now it's easier to just be in play.
And there's an interesting phenomenon, Kim, that I've noticed too, is that people will actually almost from the time they made the decision to seek me out, and because I always say right off the bat, I would like them to write their intention of something they want to create in 6 months. So people will connect with me, and even if their appointment is delayed, if they're like a wait list, or, you know, they will see changes start to happen already because they've made that decision. And time is, it's our construct. So like in the Akashic records, you can see everything is happening like at the same time. So you're changing your future potentiality just by changing your decisions right now. So, and why I think a happiness and just that intent to be happy. I mean, the reason we want all the things we think we want is because we think we'll be happier when we get it. So it's just such a great shortcut. It's just an amazing mind hack just to go straight to being happy. And I love to start the day. And I learned this one. I studied a lot with Mike Dooley and Andy Dooley as well. And they do like a 2-minute happy dance. And I totally recommend that. Start your day, set your timer, and just go woo, like you just won the lottery or just had the most amazing news. And then you do your visualization and your meditations and all that. You're already, like Abraham says, you only need to hold a thought for 17 seconds, and you're going to start attracting other similar thoughts. And then circumstances, right? Follow the thoughts.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
start your day happy, and it's so doable, and just feeling grateful for anything and everything, for your cat, for your dog, for the roof over your head and the food in your belly, and having the technology and enough abundance that you can have a computer to tune into shows like yours. So
I love it. Well, we are nearing the end of today's conversation. I want to share the second card and then ask you a question that I like to ask at the end of this show. So this next card is, and so, for our audience, let us know if this resonates for you. It's the card that was on top when Alexandria said stop. So it says, I am life everlasting. I am an eternal being. And I'll read the back as I'm showing the front. The back says, you cannot die. You are everlasting life. In grace, you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure, positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness.
Yay. And I totally agree. Again, with my work in the Akashic Records, I have seen so many examples of that. I do believe in reincarnation. And I know that we are energy beings, and energy doesn't dissipate. It changes form. It's like
Right.
water changes from ice to steam to it's still water. And that's the same with us. So loved ones are just on the other side, and I connect with I both my parents have transitioned now, and I connect with them regularly, and I connect with my angels, and it's just, and I know this to be true. So I totally completely believe what they're saying, that we are here. So have fun with it. It's not like you have to cram everything into one lifetime. Just be as happy as you can, and then you're going to pave your way for many more lifetimes, happy lifetimes. And really, a happy lifetime is just made up of happy moments, and that's something you have all the control in the world over, because you're the thinker of the thoughts that are shaping your world.
I love it. Well, Alexandria, we have reached the end of today's show, and I want to ask you, and you get to choose, however you want to respond to this question. But I'd like to ask my guests at the end: would you be open to making up a random song with the word mindset or vision in it for us?
Picking up a song. I'm barely speaking today. I've got some allergies or something happening. Okay, hang on.
It's just
Picking up
something fun and playful we do.
You're gonna make me sing it? Okay. Well, I love, kind of a theme song for me is celebrate. Like, I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate another day living my vision. I just want to celebrate another day of life.
I
That's going
love it.
on.
Thank you. That
Not
was
my best
wonderful.
singing voice right now because I am fighting allergies, but there you go.
I appreciate you saying yes and sharing that with us, because to me that is also that is all part of just taking time to get into that flow and have fun and play. And I'd
Yeah.
have to give a quick little shout out. We have Kara Berry with us, and over in the Every Day is a New Day group yesterday, we did a live channeling and of she's the dolphin messenger. Just got to give her a quick shout out. And the message that came through Alexandria was the power of play. That was the real deep
Yeah,
core message. So
absolutely. Find a little kid to play with it. Hopefully in your family, they borrow a grandchild or something and just play. Tap into your own inner child and play with those chakra angels. And they're very playful. They'll lead you the way. They'll show you how to play.
absolutely. So, Alexandria, thank you so much for being here today. Will you just remind everyone where they can go to connect with you and get your free
Okay.
gift and find out more?
For sure, alexandriabarker.com. You can find me also on, that's the website to sign up for to get your free gift. You can also find me on Facebook, Life Coach Alexandria Barker. And there you will have a link to my free Facebook group page, which is, I can read it out to you. So it's
Sure.
HTTP, it's the bit.ly one. So just take it from bit.ly, bit.ly/2Q Lush, the capital L, and then W. Anyway, that's on my, it's also on my Facebook page. But yeah, drop by alexandriabarker.com and you will receive your video training series. And you will be invited to partake when I unveil my big new thing in October.
Very exciting. Well, thank you for that. And thank you to all of our live and replay viewers. Let us know what you're taking away from today's conversation. And I want to say, for everyone out there who's like, yeah, that was fun. I love, maybe I feel like someone's inspired right now that they just saw you make up a random song on the spot like that. That was, I love it, love it, love it. And I want to encourage everybody, do that for yourself. You don't need to, see it here on a live show with someone. Do it for yourself if you don't already. Maybe you're brushing your teeth today and you're like, I'm brushing my teeth and I choose to have fun. And just flow with it and allow that to be fun for you and shift your energy and your mindset in the direction you want to go.
Yeah,
So
don't take life so serious. Just have fun, relax. It's all going to work out. It always does, always has. We're good. We got our angels.
Water angels. That's right. I love it. Okay. Well, that is our show for today. Thank you all for being here. We will see you again next Monday for another mindset conversation as we are winding down this series and going to be soon moving into the emotions series of how your emotions support you in moving towards your vision and the power of that. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Stay right there, Alexandria.